How's it, Sean from Fitz? Welcome to the second episode of our Rebel Inc. Escalation. Alright, the Saffron Fields. Alright, so now what I've done is, I've tried, because I listened to that video, and I can tell you the sound was just too much. The sound was just too high, man. I had to switch down the sound a bit there. I must watch that in future. If you look at the settings here, I've switched. This was at 100%. This was 100%. I switched that down to. This was at 25. I switched the music down to 10%, and the audio effects down to 40%. And it's still, you can still hear it. So it's, yeah. So, I couldn't. The sound is. I think it's the background sounds or whatever. So I just hope I haven't switched down too low. I've tested it, and it seems to work. Seems to be okay. But I hope it's not too low or too high again. I don't know, the effect is having that. Anyway, let's just see. The time is 9. We'll play till, say, 25. It's 5 past 9. We'll play to 25 to 10. Just got to keep an eye on that. All right, so where were we? Oh, last time, before we finished the last episode, I forgot to deploy this unit that had come around. So I'm going to deploy him now to there. So he's there, and I want to just see if there's anything here that I need before we carry on. So the last episode we got to where we got, and I got those things. This is great. So we're busy cornering him there in the corner there. Let's see if we can hold out and keep. I wonder if I must. No, I'm going to keep it just like this. Let's just see if we can. The idea with this game. We're at 70% stability. These two regions have become stable. The idea in this game is obviously to corner the rebels so they can't get away. There's nowhere to run. Hopeful Dawn is improving your water supplies. The number of people dying each year from dehydration has fallen by 46%. Just want to check. So, so electricities. I wonder if we must just put electricity there. We did put electricity, man. Okay, so I will increase the electricity. That's 10. I'm going to expand the telecoms. I'm not going to shoot with electricity. I think they're still getting there. We need to. Okay, what was that? Okay, so that's all gone. Now let's just check. He's in that area. He's in that area. He's in this area, and he's there. Okay, he must stay there. We do need some more. Okay, I want drones, right? This gives authorized an unmanned aerial vehicles to provide surveillance capability and track threats around the world. Provides temporary intel on a zone and identifies enemy activity. We do need another troop. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, it's done. It's too late. The coalition has been present to send their soldiers home. Soon, you will have to choose to sacrifice your reputation to extend deployment. So these okay, so we got him there. We covered him there. We do need another Oya, because these O's are going to vie soon. Okay, that's good. We're keeping them tacked over there. I want to get another soldier. That's why I'm building up here. Okay, hang on. What's his problem? You see, now you got to be careful now, because you know what I'll do with this one? I will long, but the other ones I'll let go. See, it's dropped me 75, but other ones I will let go. Hang on. When we get to the military, we need another O. Yep, there's no question about it. Okay, so he's come down there. Group of new insurgents have been detected. They'll come from a nearby insurgent base. Use drones and troops to try and find it. Okay, so I'm going to move there. I'm going to cover him with that. I'm going to move this guy back to there. And let's just see how this works out. Okay, and I can deploy another. I can deploy. Okay, let him. He can't cross the river. Do you understand? He can't cross the river, so he has to come to there. This I will bring to there, and this to there. Keep him there. Okay, what's the problem here? Okay, unofficial contact with insurgent leaders. Now the peace negotiators. You have an opportunity to establish a contact with an insurgent leadership in the region. What should hopeful Dawn do? Try to get the insurgents to begin negotiations for a peace deal. The insurgents will only negotiate if they think it's in their best. 73% for the refused talk, so that's still very low. Now is not the time to talk with insurgents. Wait and consider talks in the future. 31% slightly decrease. Okay, use this up to stand up to the insurgents and impress the international community. Gain 3 reputation. I say this one because we need our reputation back. We need to get as much reputation. Next time we will. Other areas become friendly with us. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? Embedded experts in local autonomy. You see here, then we see this opens up now. Now we can get troops, we can get arms upgrades for our national troops, and we also get a. This is a retired national soldiers, aging equipment and replacement with modern equivalents. Significantly increases national soldiers' combat strength. So these are, and then we get an armed vehicle one as well, where we can put tanks. But I want to just see this embeds experts in a local anthropology, I can't pronounce that, religious concerns and political science within each soldier unit. Soldiers gather intel quicker. Coalition soldiers become much less likely. Yeah, I'll buy that. Okay, we do need it. I've got to watch the regional stability. Is there anybody needing stuff? There doesn't seem like it. Nobody's needing stuff at the moment, so we're going to hang off on that for a while. Okay. More and more people becoming displaced from their homes due to the ongoing conflict around the country. How will hopeful Dawn respond? Refuse to take refugees into the region and do not offer assistance. No. Limited prep. Designate a small amount of funding towards rehousing and limited numbers of refugees. Gain 1 reputation. Costs for. Yeah. Let's take that one. And I should have looked at the other ones. What? Oh, you know where the next one's going. We need to get rid of this corruption. This thing is killing us. How did he move? He's not supposed to move over the river. I want to block. Oh, that's him already. I want to see what we can do for. You see this? Yes, I'm gonna buy it just to decrease the yeah, block him there. Oh no, he is already there. Okay, so we've already put a guy there. Come. Keep him there. What was that? Somebody said something. Okay, I'm gonna try and bring down the okay, so it needs 12. Alright, we'll wait for that 12 to come through. Okay, we're gonna try and do some more, because that's killing us, that corruption, eh? We're gonna buy that corruption. We're gonna get rid of it. No, we don't have the money for it. You come now and ask. How the fuck did he get? I'm not covering everything. Hopefully it has begun successfully funding the transition. Some family refugee. The crisis is not over yet. Okay. Okay, what's this? Okay, re-establish with the insurgent leaders. Try to get... okay, so this is a better chance. Try to get the insurgents to begin negotiations for a peace deal. The insurgents will only, if they say... okay, that's 36% chance they'll refuse it. We're going to try. Delay... not the right time. Wait, 73% slightly decreased support level and threaten. I'm going to try to talk. It'll take a long time to agree to abuse. Negotiations will be quicker if the citizens feel threatened. Okay. Now I'm blocked him off. He can't go anywhere. Okay, let's just see. Yeah, okay, so we got these areas covered. Is there anything we can do militarily? I would like to put strikes down. That would be better. We need, but here, how many troops do we have? These guys are going to leave soon, so we need to buy some more troops. So I'm going to buy them. Buy another set. We need as many troops as we can get. Let's cover them. It can quickly get out of hand, this, eh? Before you know it, it can quickly get out of hand. Okay, 54% or more have now access to hospitals and clinics as Hopeful Dawn rehabilitates abandoned, rundown places. Okay, I definitely... You see now we get better vehicles. IED vehicles, and we get better vehicles. And we can also launch airstrikes, but as it said, provides significant combat bonuses to soldiers. Civilian casualties are possible, which lowers support. Okay. Yeah, you see, now we're down to the 7. That's a piece number, but there's 77. So we're going to send that home. Yeah, we're going to send him home. And we're going to put this guy in his place. Come on. Okay. Hopeful Dawn gives the insurgents negotiators what they want. Giving them makes them feel seem weak. Makes you feel weak. Lose 10 reputation, which I won't do. No. Hopeful Dawn and insurgents compromise the issue. Compromising with the insurgents makes you seem weak. Lose 4 and 26. I don't want to take a hard line. See, we're at 75. We will just do the middle one. We'll lose 4 and we will, yeah. Okay. So, he now is going in there. He's taking it. Okay, hang on. I'm wanting airstrikes. But in fact, I actually want to improve our troops that we have, okay, at the moment, because we're going to have to. Victim representation. A key theme to peace negotiations is how victims of the conflict should be compensated. What should our negotiations offer? We don't want to lose rope, and we don't want to, we're already down to 70. We're not going to lose. We're going to make it hard. We're going to gain. We're going to antagonize the guys. We do need to... Okay, so I'm going to put him back there. I'm going to put him back there. I'm going to put him back there. In fact, I'm going to put him there. And I'm going to put him there. And I'm going to take him and put him there. I'm going to put them there by the mountains again. Because it looks like we've killed all the... We've wiped out all the insurgents in this. We're at 35%. What else? What we need to... I'm thinking... Yeah, we need to bring down the corruption. Shit. Now he wants to ask me something. Hopeful Dawn gives the insurgent negotiators what they want. Giving them makes 9. And we will lose 4 No, we're not losing anything. I'm going to imprison all insurgents, gain that, and 50. Okay, let them object. Okay. All right. So, in fact, hang on. Okay, let them go up to the hill. Okay, hang on. What does he want? Yeah, we can't. We must send him home. We cannot. Hang on a second. Let me just see what this is. Okay, we want to build a garrison there. There's no question about it. Boom. That supports our military. Okay, hang on. We want to close the gap here. They can get away. Okay, the number of people watching TV is growing rapidly, and a number of commercial networks have been set up. How should Hopeful Dawn engage the industry? Agree to subsidize the rollout of TV equipment to the region, increase support level. Cost 7, which we do have, significant. Okay, see there, corruption's a problem. Tax profitable commercial networks gain $2 and 27%. And fund state broadcasters to cover Hopeful Dawn's achievements, gain 3 reputation, lose 5 down, 6 per chance. I like the middle one. I think the middle one's the best. Okay, so Hopeful Dawn decision offers opportunities for unethical people to enrich themselves, increase corruption. Okay, just want to see the down. Okay, so we still got to put it down. Hang on. The game can quickly get away from you. I can promise you this. It can quickly get away from you. Go on, go. We need to look at our... Nobody seems to be worried about anything yet, so we'll just keep that. We are concentrating. The corruption is so high. I think I'm going to do this by that 13. It's a significant, quite a large. You see, it dropped it down to 64. Mother's milk. We've cornered him that side. Okay, peace decommissioning. A key theme in our peace negotiations is what insurgents should do with their guns after any peace deal is complete. What should Hopeful Dawn negotiation offer? Okay, surgeons keep all weapons. Hopeful Dawn gives the surgeons to go what they want, giving them makes them seem very weak. We lose 9. Compromising with the insurgents makes you seem weak. We lose 4. Let me just see. What? Oh, okay, so we lose 4 there. I think we must give some. I'm gonna give them 4. Okay, that's fine. We lost some reputation there, but we're going to get it back because we've stabilized 3 regions already. I want to get this airstrikes. I definitely want that. What else can we get here? We need also corruption down. I want. It's always the case. 42% regional stability. Now, it's not supposed to be able... Okay. He needs to go down. He needs to go down. And he needs to go down. He needs to stay there, which is that place by them. Okay, so we are down. And he needs to go down there. And we do need to... We do need to put him. Because he goes immediately there. Okay, what are this? A key scheme of the peace negotiations, the presence of the coalition forces in the region of the peace deal. What should Hopeful Dawn negotiate? All international presence withdrawn. Hopeful Dawn gives the insurgent negotiators what they want. Giving them, we get 8 giving them makes you seem weak. We lose 8 reputation. Fuck it. That's not good. Hopeful Dawn insurgents compromise, and the issue compromise, and this makes you seem weak. Take a hard line, demand concessions from the insurgent. Gain 4. I'm going to, because we've lost too much reputation. I'm not going to give in to them. I don't understand how. No. Got to stop him getting on this side. Okay, refugees in crisis reaching a breaking point. The wars continue to displace people from their homes. And tensions at the refugees camp in Charlie Romeo is reaching critical point. What will we do? Claim that there's nothing Hopeful Dawn can do to help. 70% international and 10% no. Pay the neighboring region to take the refugees and said cost us $9. Okay, so that's the only thing we can do. We can't. We can't. And this is very important. We cannot. There's something I wanted to show you. This top thing here. See, there's all the stability of the region. That's the insurgent activity, which they're there. That keeps us the accessibility in terms of roads. This is population, where all the big population centers are. This is the terrain. Rural, urban. There's the road cover, accessibility of the roads, and there's the names of all the. Anyway, they're over there. We do need to. Okay, so the. Yeah. I just want to see. I'm going to leave it a little bit. Trying to corner the rebels. See, we're down to 55, which is okay. See, this game can get behind you. I can tell you that now. It can get behind you. Can we get? Let's bring airstrikes in. So this will be significant. There's the airstrikes happening there. Okay, he's going there. He's going there. He's going there. And we want to cut them off there. Oh shit. Okay, so let's just see. Yeah, civilian casualties with decrease precision munitions, which I think is a good thing. Let's decrease casualties. And we do need to buy, I think we can buy some more. See how they become almost unstoppable, these guys. Okay, I want to see what's ours. 47. So I want this because it makes us significantly stronger. Do I have all 4 in the field? that's good. We're getting somewhere. And I'm gonna bring these guys down. I do want these there. I want to buy. That gives us those vehicles. Provide nationals with heavily armored vehicles such as better to protect against ambushes and improvised explosive devices. Significantly increases national soldiers' combat strength. Very important. Okay, what's this? Petition has been presented to the leadership process. How should Hopeful Dawn proceed? Sign the negotiation peace deal. It will become significantly easier to stabilize the region, may reduce reputation. Reopen negotiations to demand a better deal. Gains 4 reputation for standing up to the insurgents. I'm going to agree to a peace deal. Permanent peace deal takes effect immediately, significantly easier to stabilize the region. The process to span 9 insurgents and reduce reputation by 14. Okay, now I think we're going to just finish this here because I think this now, even though our reputation is low, because there's a peace deal, signing a peace deal, despite complaints from hardliners on both sides, the peace deal seems likely to hold. People are optimistic. Significant. Okay, so we're gonna. This brings these guys. Okay, so that's important. Reports indicate hopefully is overseen 34% rise in number of people, quality to medicine. Okay, so yeah, this is it. We've actually won the game. But even though we got, you'll see now, we just need to, these areas here. There we go. Because when you sign a peace deal, 100% stability. There we go. We won. We didn't even need 3 videos for this. Okay, victory. Operation Hopeful Dawn successful. Stabilized the whole region by 2010 by signing a peace deal with insurgents. People have hope for the future. Okay, then you get this nice Operation Hopeful Dawn successfully stabilized the whole region by 2010 by signing a peace deal with insurgents. People have hope for the future. Peace turns 560. Didn't think like we had 560 turns. Support 8%. Stability 100%, difficulty normal, reputation 47, total points, and we can share the news. And we can, and then you can also look at the region stats. Like our stability went up because we signed the peace deal. Our reputation does that job, but that didn't matter because we still signed the peace deal. Population with corruption sort of went down. We were watching the surgeons also, and the peace. No, and then the next level, which is brilliant. And there's the stars we got. Police chief, check the advisor to screen to hire them for your next operation. So we obviously have. So now I must still do this one on brutal. Okay. And you'll see now we have the economist we can do it with. And what was that police chief? Was it the police chief that we opened up? Where was he? I thought we had the police chief. Oh, one of them. We opened up one of the advisors. Okay, so now you just got to remember you can play this. Now that's why I said the normal. This is just a taste. You start off with the game in the beginning when you buy the game. It only has this one available, and it's more like a tutorial. Saffron Fields. It's like a tutorial for the other ones. But I still say that brutal is the more realistic one because you don't just. Like in this one, I showed you moved the troops and it went immediately. When you got them, they moved them to the areas and they were immediately there. In brutal, they come from your capital, you received, and you got to march them there. So there's no like just automatic. So a lot of that in brutal is and obviously so that makes it more realistic. So yeah, and you know the fact that you can also now I've got this advisor here. I've got one here at the bottom called the Billionaire. They come from one of the DLCs, but I can play with it. And then she adds. She's a long-term thinker. She works on an annual budget, so you get more money with her and whatever. He's a more. My goal is to let me just show you, is to do this thing. Obviously, I'm not really interested in the. Where's the leadership board and stats? So I've done. This is my favorite governor, which I've played, and I've won now three times. Games won 3 times. And then you got the leaderboard and whatever, and I want to win it on. I want to win this map on brutal, because I kind of it's a basic map. You see the maps. All the maps are different. Like the mountain pass, you have a vast mountain range separates the 2 cities. The only way through is through key strategic choke points. So you can imagine the insurgents will be here, and you have to clear them out of those choke points to be able to. So you can imagine now this city being isolated from that city. See, the maps give you the nuances of the game, and make it harder or make it easier or significantly harder to play. You understand? And playing on brutal is obviously the way to go. But this was great. It's a great learning experience, great tutorial. Yeah, I thought I'd play maybe another video on this, because I was, and it ended just there. Just right there. We're not even, where are we now? We're not even, you just made the date. So I think we're going to end it here. I'll carry on playing by myself. Maybe I'll have a go at brutal next week, or maybe put it on my channel again. But I love this game. It's opened up a new genre for me, because I didn't realize that this existed. I mean, it's complete new genre. I played. You find this every time, now and then in your life. You be playing your normal genre, and you think, I don't like FPSs. I never play them. I'm not interested. And then you try one, and you think, wow, this is so fantastic. Like counterinsurgency warfare. I never thought, their politics, their tuning, politics, and the welfare of the populace, and all this crap you have to. And I just realized, I just played it and I loved it. So it's a whole new genre for me. So I'm going to play this game to death. I love this game. It's such a good game. All right. I think I covered everything. You kind of see the game is cheap. You just go it's on sale at the moment, so it's like 70% off. And then you can buy the package with the DLCs for nothing. It's that good a game. So go buy it. It's such a good game. Such a good game. I finally opened up a new life because I love this game. And I think I've covered everything. I mean, I think I covered all the nuances. I showed you how the surgeons work. You get different events on different maps. So that's all changed up. You can play with all the different advisors. You can play with different governors with their quirks and stuff. And you can and the brutal. I tried the brutal. I've tried it already. I lost badly in it. Very, very tough. The surgeons very difficult to stabilize regions. The surgeons come at you more. It's much harder because it's more realistic. When you're moving your troops, you have to actually march to the place. You don't just get put there like in the normal. So the brutal is tough. I didn't come out to wipe me out. I think twice I played brutal and I was wiped out. So that's the challenge. That's really what I'm looking for. Very brutal, I think, is too hard. I think very brutal. I know I'm carrying on here too much. Very brutal. Let's just have a look here. For players who thought brutal was casual, exceptionally demanding locals, rampant corruption, inflation, and relentless insurgents. But I think the brutal for strategic geniuses living in concrete bunkers, extremely difficult to engage the locals, corruption impossible to stamp out, insurgents backed by powerful sponsors. I think this is the more realistic one to play. The normal is just for casual It's corruption, but insurgents morale. That's fine. I think the map also determines the difficulty. This map I played on was more of a tutorial map. A tutorial map, a very generic, not a lot going on. But you can see with the different maps how hard it will get. But I think in Brutal, it'll be more realistic in terms of marching your troops around. And just the replayability of all these, you got this campaign. I know you can't read down here. Basically, I'll read it for you because my face is here. Crime syndicate, corruption rises. This is the start of the campaign. Military literacy, national soils significantly more expensive to train. Regional surveys start with full intel, creative accountants, excessive funds, excess funds diminishing over time. Okay, so you see how each map is different. You've got different circumstances, you've got different things, you've got different layouts, you've got different terrain, so it's so replayable. Such a good game. And it was developed with Afghanistan in mind. They did extensive research on this. I know I'm carrying on about this game, but it's that good. And it's opened up a whole new lease of life for me. All right. So, yeah, I've covered everything. I think you can see everything, how everything works. I'm going to leave it here at this. And I hope you go buy the game. All right. And then we'll start another video next week. I'll maybe take a week off and come back in 2 weeks. Or maybe I'll start next week. Depending on how I feel. You know, if I feel like making videos, I'll come and if I get a new game. I am waiting for... There's a game I'll definitely put on my channel. It's called Headquarters Cold War. You know there's Headquarters World War II out? Which is dealing with the Normandy invasion, the Normandy, the Ardennes. They had a DLC for the Ardennes. Go check it out. Headquarters World War II. Now, I didn't buy that because I'm not really interested in... I'm not fond of the Normandy, the Khan and all those, the Normandy campaigns. I'm much more like it when there's wars in the East or the Desert War, the war in Africa. I'm not really interested in the Sicily war with the Americans and the landings in Omaha Beach. That's one of my least favorite periods, that whole conflict there in France. So I didn't buy it, but I loved Cold War. I mean, I got Flashpoint Campaigns Cold War. Now they're bringing a Cold War one. It's coming on the 9th. I'm definitely going to show that on my channel. I'm definitely going to play through that. So I'm just waiting for that. I might, if they go into, if HQ Headquarters World War II, because that's more than capable. If they expand into Africa, the Desert War, and they expand into the East, I'll probably buy it. But at the moment, they're not doing it, so I'm not really. It's not something I'm really interested in. That type of war. I had a look at the Troop. The Troop is also that, but the Troop is a little bit simplistic for me, man. It's not. I like the whole Headquarters. I know I liked Headquarters World War II because it's very intricate. Your HQs are defined, your headquarters, the units got specific attributes and capabilities. In the Troop, it seemed a little bit simplistic. I looked at the demo, was going to buy it, but it looks a bit simplistic. You know, the tanks and the units are not really... It just looks a bit simplistic for me. So I much more prefer the Headquarters series. Anyway, that's what's coming up in the channel. So don't forget to watch out for those. I'll be definitely doing Headquarters Cold War. All right. So that's about it. Sean from Fitz. Until our next time, good day on you.